Hi, this is Mrs. Oakley, and today we're going to be doing Unit 2, Lesson 2, Comparing and Ordering Numbers. Okay, to compare a number, you must identify the largest number based on the value of numbers. We use these three symbols here to compare numbers. This symbol here means less than, this one means greater than, and this one here means equal to. You can find the less than and greater than on your keyboard next to the letter M. You have to hit the shift key and then touch the keys. To find the equal sign, look up at the backspace at the top of the keyboard. Okay, let's go ahead and practice. So if I'm looking at these numbers, 400,000, they both have 400,000. They both have 5 in the 10,000. They both have 6 in the thousands. In the hundreds, I have a 7 and I have an 8 in this hundred. So this number here, 456,789, is less than 456,879 because we have 700 here and 800 there. All right, let's look at this next one. If I'm looking at this next one, I have 1,345,098. Over here, I have 1,259,098. So looking at the millions, it's the same, but look, in the 100,000, I have 3. Here I have 2. So this number over here on the left is greater than. Okay, let's look at this next one. I have 178,090. Over here, I have 178,090. They're exactly the same number, so they're equal to. All right, go ahead and try. I'm going to pause this, or you go ahead and pause this and try this, and then come back and see if you got it right. Okay, when you looked at 456, you were able to see that this number over here, 7,908, is bigger because there's no thousands on this side. So this is less than. Okay, looking down here, I have 789,091. Over here, I have 89,978. Well, notice I have 7 in the hundred thousands. On this side, I have none in the 100,000. So that number is greater than. Great job. Okay. All right, rounding. Now, this is where we have a lot of trouble, and I know a lot of students struggle with this. But let's look at this. When rounding, identify the place value needed to round and look at the number behind it. So if it says to round to the 400,000s, I'd go backwards to the 10,000s to see if I need to round it. So remember this, 5 and up, we're going to round that number to the next number. 4 and down, we're going to round it down. Okay. So looking at this example, round 456 to the nearest hundreds. To round this number, we look at the tens place to know if we need to round up or down. So to find out if 4 is going to get bigger or if it's going to go from 400 to 500 or if it's going to go from 456 to 400, we look at this 5. Okay. And to do that, we find that the 5 tells us to round up. So 456 is rounded to the nearest hundred is 500. Great job. All right, let's practice. So this one wants us to round to the nearest 10. Well, in the tens, we have a 0. But we're looking at the ones. And since 6 is greater than 5, we're going to make this 0 go up to 1 to become 7,910. All right, let's look at this next one. Rounding 23,067 to the nearest thousand. Okay, so here's the thousands. Remember, I look behind. 0 is less than 5. So the 3 is going to stay, and we're going to round down. Okay. And what it means to round down is it means that everything behind this number, so the 3 stays the same, but everything behind it becomes less. So we rounded down. All right, looking at this next one, 1,956,000. It said round to the nearest 100,000. Well, here's the nearest 100,000. So we look back here at the 5, and the 5 tells the 9 to become a 10. Well, when that happens, we have to add. We put a 0 here and a 1 up here. 1 plus 1 is 2, so we get 2,000,000. Okay, great job. You tried. Pause this video and try these threes and then come back and see if you got the right answer. If you round 209,387 to the nearest thousand, you're going to look here, go back here. 3 tells the 9 to stay the same. So this is going to be, oops, Miss Oakley got this wrong. This should be 209,000. So it should be 209,000, not 210. Okay, looking here, 624,092 rounded to the nearest 100,000. So here's 6 is in the 100,000. Look back here. This should become 600,000, right? Because the 2 is less than 5. All right, let's look at this one. 78,234. Round to the nearest 10,000. 7's in the 10,000. 8 tells the 7 to round up because it's greater than 5. So this becomes 80,000. Great job. You are done with Unit 2, Lesson 2. Go ahead and move on to your practice.